Hey, everybody. Welcome to Comic Book Curation Live, the Christmas Eve fun stream for no reason, impromptu. And joining me, as always, Inquisitor 8.1 Quiz. Merry Christmas Eve. How are you?
Merry Christmas Eve. Back off, rich boy. I'm armed.
Classic. And Jack from Bad Comic Reviews. Jack, how are you on this Christmas Eve?
Indifferent like usual.
Oh, nice.
How you doing?
Oh, I'm doing all right, I guess. It's Christmas. I'm pretty happy. And our special guest tonight, Chaos Eve. She said she would pop in, and that's nice that she did. Eve, how the hell are you?
I'm doing all right.
Nice. So this is the second comic book curation stream you've been on, Eve?
Yes.
Oh, nice.
Second and a half, because I was on for part of one.
Ah. So. Zelthor's in chat going, format, it's ruined. The format. Okay.
Yeah, there's a format.
Right. Yeah, like it's.
We have a format.
Wait, is it my camera? Am I allowed to have my camera on? I'm sorry, I'll turn it off.
No, you can. Why can't you have it on?
I don't know.
It's up to you.
The format.
Oh, I see. Okay, let me tell you all a story. Okay.
It's about a man named Jed who went hunting for some
Texas tea. No,
yeah.
No, it's not. It's like we got fucking Dax up in chat going, I gave you all the link, and this is what happened. How in the name of God are you the one that's confused at what's going on here? How in the name of God Almighty are you the one that's confused? It's mind-blowing. So Zelda says that there's only certain days in a week. I guess that's the only time that we can do it. We're limited.
You're only allowed to stream on certain days of the week, Polly. Oh my God.
There is a
deviate from that every single week.
There's a schedule.
You have to check with the union to see if it's cleared that you can take this time and block it out.
Since Quiz is gifting away, I might as well present him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ouch.
Happy New Year, chump.
Jesus. So have you guys gotten all your Christmas wrapping done? Are you all ready?
Fucking ouch.
Yeah, I didn't buy any presents, so yeah.
No.
What is? So it's a little dog?
I win.
It's a little puppy. It's adorable.
It's a cute little pupper.
Okay.
Yeah, that's it. I'm just gonna let that play.
So Platy popped in for a second to tell us that she's going to bed. Okay.
Yeah.
And
hey, Platy.
Yeah.
So the spur of the moment thumbnail that I use for this stream is from Jingle Bell. Have any of you actually read Jingle Bell other than Quiz?
Nope.
No, neither have I. I wanted to. I just wondering the direction it goes in. Like Paul Dini's written some great stuff, but it's like, is it aimed at kids? Quiz? Like what kind of level is it on?
No, it's definitely not aimed towards kids. It's a little bit more mature. But at the same time, it's not explicit.
Yeah. Lame.
So yeah, it's hard to describe. It's good though. I enjoy it. Just saying.
So it's like boudoir comics.
Oh, a little bit. No. Like even boudoir comics have nudity and stuff like that in it.
This book sounds worse every time you open your mouth.
Well, it's like Jingle Bell there's slight suggestiveness to it. She's definitely like there's several subplots about her being a slut. Like she goes around and sleeps with a lot of men. But at the same time, it's mostly her being a party girl. Like she goes out, gets drunk, and fucks shit up. So
Alrighty then.
She fucks shit up by doing what?
Uh,
Switching the naughty and nice tags on the presents, or like she fucks shit up by like going to the local sex club and finding an orgy. Like what, you know?
Takes Santa's sleigh on a joyride and crashes it and kills like 2 reindeer or something.
Got it.
Don't let vegan gains find out about that.
Well, animals can get killed by accident in the vegan conception of the world, I think. I don't think they got a problem with that.
Is it an accident, really? Or was it murder?
Right?
Murder!
So hold on.
For one more day? Hold on for one more day.
Damn it, why does everyone start DMing me the moment that I start streaming?
That's how it works.
Yeah, I don't have time to respond to you all. People are talking.
This is why I don't read my DMs very often.
I would read my DMs if anyone DM'd me.
You know, Paulie doesn't mind gays in his Christmas movies. It's just that it so happens that in the Rudolph Christmas special, there are no gays. It's just sheer circumstance. Well, no, Pop-Tart just brought it up that I don't like gays in Christmas movies. No, gays in Christmas movies are fine. Just not those. There just doesn't happen to be one in the Rudolph Christmas special. That's all.
Why are you invalidating the lived experience of Hermie the elf? I'm telling you, him and Yukon Cornelius had something going on.
I'm sensing a pattern here. Scrolling up, there's a lot of people that suddenly seem to have come into the stream that have never been here before, that are all claiming Hermie to be gay out of nowhere and doing so very emphatically. I sense the hand of a monkey.
See, the Tower of Geekdom is absolutely right. Hermie
Well,
is super gay. He's not just gay, super gay.
Ask and ye shall receive, right? I mean, it's the monkey's paw.
Oh,
yeah, and much like the monkey's paw is fucking cursed.
You have 2 more wishes. Don't resurrect the dead.
So I personally haven't wrapped a single present.
I was looking through my comic folder here, and I see Border Town, and it makes me a little happy just to see that right there.
What's the one that came out this Wednesday? Was it 5?
Goddess
number
4. I think 4 came out.
It was 4, and 5 is the last one, and that's going to be like next month. And
that's the end. That's all, folks.
Which tells you that the book is really crap because they didn't even finish out the story arc. Like you usually need 6.
Garbage, and then the creator gets embroiled in a whole bunch of controversy. So yeah, it's gonna not get finished.
They offered returnability on all the remaining issues people have in stock, which is pretty unheard of these days.
Right.
Oh my god, really?
Yeah.
So that's like DC saying like we did well. Their own I was told to not say anything up until now. Says what's her name? Help me out here, Jack. The colorist.
Oh,
Bond villain.
Yeah, Bond villain. Tamara Bond villain.
That she actually says in her Twitter message that why she's leaving it is because why she's leaving Border Town because of Esquivel. It's like I was told not to say anything up until now. Who could have possibly told you to not say anything that you actually would have listened to? Your friends, your buddies, your mom? No, DC Comics told you not to say anything.
Yeah.
So it's like, you know, cat's out of the bag there.
Hermie is gay. Who is Hermie? What did I miss?
He's the dentist elf in the Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer special.
Leave Hermie alone.
And Ranting Monkey has this obsession with perceiving him as a gay man.
Dude.
Because apparently dentistry is also inherently gay. I don't understand. And I'm with Zelthor here. He says, I generally don't understand the Hermie is gay thing. I get that it's a goof to annoy Paulie, but no, seriously, I don't see it. Yeah, I hear you. It's just like, what? Because he's got like coiffed blonde hair, he's gay? I don't know. I think that's Monkey projecting his own homosexual tendencies.
Well, I was going to say, hold on. Dennis can't be gay. I mean, the very first thing that I immediately go to is the sadistic dentist who was fucking Audrey in
Little Shop of Horrors?
Little Shop of Horrors, yeah.
No. So you got to think of it this way. There's some guys putting things in your mouth, caressing things, cleaning things.
What if my dentist is a woman?
I don't know. Don't try and shoot holes in the theory.
Wait. You
Mind
use logic
blown.
quiz.
Yeah. I love Jesse the Fennec Fox's compromise on it. I see him as bi. I was just joking.
He's quite curious.
I watched it, the 66 or 1968 Rudolph special just recently, a few days ago, and it's like
Without me.
Without anybody, it's difficult. It's herding cats, man. It's besides, I watched it in the middle of the afternoon. But in any case, I'm watching. I'm like, okay, let me see this, because sometimes back in the day they want to make a character gay, but they've got censors on television and they don't want to do blah blah blah, and so they do gay coding, as all of the SJW gender theorists argue about. Is there's gay coding all over the place. You can see it, and it's like, I'm sorry, I just don't see it. Maybe I'm just being willfully blind to it. I don't know.
I don't know, man. I don't see a whole lot of gay coding of anything in the 60s.
No. Supposedly there's gay coding throughout all the Disney films, or so says Lindsay Ellis.
Oh God, no! Fuck that.
I think there was some gay coding in all of John Waters' movies.
Doesn't he just like gays? Therefore, like gay themes and stuff. Therefore, he puts it all over the place. It's not so much code. Coding
gay,
is
so.
But that's what I mean. Like, he just likes gay imagery.
I didn't say he was good at it. I just said that it was there.
Well,
is that gay coding quiz? She wants the D. I need this to send to Weibo. I actually just sent that to Weibo.
I've already sent it to Weibo.
Who's Elsa?
From Frozen, I assume.
Frozen, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Would say, yeah. I'm surprised she hasn't. I'm surprised that she hasn't made this her desktop wallpaper.
Nice.
Well, Jesse, from my understanding, they're trying to they wanted to code her. They wanted to put her with a girlfriend or whatever, blah blah blah. And apparently, if they ever do make a sequel, they're going to give her a girlfriend.
Oh, they are going to make a sequel.
Will her girlfriend have heat powers?
No, doesn't her sister have heat powers or something?
I don't know. I didn't watch that movie.
Why are you getting it's okay to be gay from them?
Because I refuse to recognize Monkey's homosexual projection onto others, I'm somehow denying the lived experience of homosexuals.
No, just of Hermie.
I'm not denying anyone's lived experience. I'm saying that's not his lived experience.
I'm saying you just don't understand elf culture and how manly they are, so they reject a lot of the gays in elf society.
Okay, you know what? Please.
I just made all that up. So
well, it was a good goddamn thing you said that, because I was going to start interrogating you as to the details of elf culture.
Oh, I would totally just keep making shit up till you busted me on it.
Elf culture, a bunch of tiny little midgets, and they've got a very manly culture, do they?
They do. You just don't understand their ways.
It's a very masculine culture, elves.
Yeah, things are solved with lawn darts. I don't know.
We need to bring back lawn darts, man. Whatever made anyone think it was okay to have one person standing on one side of the lawn, the other person standing on the other side of the lawn, and they're just throwing javelins at each other?
Well, you did it underhanded. I don't understand what the problem was. I played with lawn darts as a kid. Nobody died, which should shock everybody, quite honestly.
I'm looking this up. How many deaths actually occurred from lawn darts? How many kids got a fucking lawn dart right in the center of their fucking skull and it killed them?
Probably like 2. And it was probably on purpose. Maybe they were dicks or something.
Lawn dart deaths.
Yeah, we had jarts when I was a kid. They flew really well. My brother hit me in the knee with one, but he didn't throw it. He just walked up and whacked me with it.
One grieving father got lawn darts banned.
Yeah, see, one SJW douchebag ruined it for everybody else. Survival of the fittest, kids. Suck it up. Don't be a Nancy. Get out there and see if you can survive.
If you search with... Oh my God. There are... I can't show that picture, but that's funny as fuck.
What?
I typed in lawn dart deaths and I thought, there's the image button right there, and I clicked on it. Yeah, here's a kid with a fucking lawn dart in his head. Jesus Christ, that's horrifying. He's fine. He's got his eyes open and he's talking. Yeah. That thing's barely in his head.
So I'm looking at it right now on I did a search, and in the previous 8 years to being banned, 6,100 people had been sent to the emergency room due to lawn darts in the U.S. Out of a total of 81% were 15 or younger, and half of them were 10 or younger. On the week the commission voted to ban the product, an 11-year-old girl in Tennessee was hit by a lawn dart and sent into a coma. In Canada, there were at least 55 serious injuries. They were banned in July of 1989. The sale of secondhand lawn darts is also illegal under the Hazardous Products Act. So they had to come up with some plastic alternatives that look really lame and sort of like butt plugs.
And sort of like
I see them here. Jarts. They kind of do look like
Jarts are the brand name. Here, I'll screen share with the kids. See, look at that. Look at that. That's
totally look like butt plugs. It's true.
That's a butt plug with the tail end of a badminton thing.
Yards.
Okay, wait. It's a
sounds
butt
more
plug.
homosexual.
It's a butt plug with the back end of a shuttlecock.
Yes. Yes. Thank you. I couldn't think of the name, but I knew it was dirty.
Jesus. Merry Christmas, everyone.
Enjoy your rectal shuttlecock. The incident happened in 1987 where 7-year-old Michelle Snow was killed by a lawn dart thrown by one of her brother's playmates in the backyard of their home in Riverside, California. Well, how did he throw it? Did he throw overhand at her face?
Overhand at her face. In other words,
what is
literally javelined it right into her forehead.
Yeah,
what is the thought process is that they take something that's essentially a knife with fletching and say, we're going to throw this at you.
To be fair, it had more of a spear tip than a knife because it was more of a rounded as opposed to a pointed blade, but it was pointy.
It was still a blade.
Yeah, well, you know.
I mean,
we were hardcore back then. Now mean words on Twitter hurt people.
Well, they do sting, Jack.
Yeah, lots of things hurt.
They do sting, you know. Here, look at this.
Oh my God.
Right? Like,
I mean, it's so fucking stupid. Like, why would you buy the Bushmaster when the Smith & Wesson MP15 is such a better value?
Right? And look how much fun these people are having in this old-timey picture here. Look, smiling like, go kids! And this kid's like, yay! And he got a perfect score. See, it's just a pointy little knife end like a spear or an actual javelin might have. And it's by Hasbro.
I was just going to say, it's by Hasbro. Oh my God. They were propagating the death of children, Hasbro?
Well, yeah. I mean, they sell Ouija boards. I mean, come on. If they don't care about
that was Parker Brothers.
Parker Brothers is owned by Hasbro.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so if they don't care about your soul, they sure as hell don't care about your face. You get 4 javelin darts and 2 target circles. So you even got these cool little hoops that you can play with separately. So that when you have a bleeding head wound, your brother could do hula hoops.
Yeah.
Well, he's laughing at you.
So the hoop is just so you can crack it and then tie it off as a tourniquet.
Yeah. See, this doesn't look like a butt plug. This looks like an implement of menace. And if you throw that, you should be aware that, you might hit the dog or your brother or whatever. There's this kid like, yay! So everybody here's having a good old time. They're banning fun.
Is that the sister that got one to the head?
Maybe. That might be like an above shot they superimposed to make it look like she's jumping up and down, and that's actually a dead body. I'm not sure. But mom's like, this looks safe. He's proud.
I don't know. There's got to be things that you want to look up some frightening, scary stats. Look up how many kids drown in backyard pools every year.
Yeah, we're not banning them.
You lazy fucking parents. You don't leave a kid in the kids can drown in like 2 inches of water. They're virtually suicidal. You got to watch them.
Yeah, kids run toward danger. That's their job until they're like 30. They just run toward vehicles. I don't know. I don't have
Is this an actual picture from an X-Files episode?
Wait, what?
I can't see what you're looking at.
Oh, hold on.
So maybe.
Hold on, just looking at something. Okay.
Maybe.
I mean, he got it bad, like not just in the forehead, and there was plenty of forehead space there as a bald man.
Yeah, that's probably from the X-Files.
Well, it says
okay,
the X-Files, the Lost Art of, it's like. So
I just looked up and I just saw that, and I was like, whoa.
Your Uncle Johnny was playing with the Christmas gift you got him, Jimmy, and he's not feeling too well.
Yeah, but he had fun playing with that jar before he died.
look at all the lawn darts in the background. I didn't notice that.
Yeah. He was a really bad shot for a while. It took him a while to get going.
He was in the middle of yelling, "Throw it over here!" And it just
he was like, "I'll catch it
right
with
in the
my mouth," and then it went right through and killed him. And it was a sad day. But that's the picture they're going to use at the eulogy.
Well, Ryan Corpse brings up a good point. He's like, you could just build the AR for less. Yeah, you could. Why not just make your own lawn darts? Or is that going to land you in jail?
More illegal. You can't even sell them used.
I can attach some fletching to a knife. The problem is, I'm not sure if any of my friends are stupid enough to sit there and say, okay, now stand 30 feet away from me, put a hoop at your feet, and I'm going to throw this at you.
Well, you weren't supposed to stand directly behind it, kind of off to the side.
Like, were they playing catch with lawn darts?
We may have done that a few times. But I'm not saying we were reckless. I'm just saying we were having fun, and my brother liked to torture me. So
there was an episode of The Sopranos where the one of the guy's kids, Ralphie, was out in his backyard with his friend, and they were playing this stupid fucking game with a bow and arrow. And they were doing imagination styles off of Lord of the Rings. Something like that. It will point to the place where the true ring lies, or whatever the fuck. And, there are a couple of moron 10-year-olds. And he shoots the arrow right up into straight up into the air, more or less. And the goal of the other kid is that they've got a cardboard box with a big bullseye painted on the top of it. And he's supposed to run under and bullseye the arrow as it falls to earth.
Yeah, that's a terrible idea.
Yeah. And I was listening to the director's commentary on that episode. And he's the one who wrote it. He was the writer and the director of that episode. He's like, yeah, that was a game that we played as kids. I don't know what to tell you. Like, we didn't think of it as dangerous at the time. That's where I got the idea from it, that the executive producer said we need Ralphie's kid to be put in a coma somehow. And he's like, and this idea came to him. What if it was an accident from a kid's game? Well, what's a stupid kid's game that I played? He goes, I remember that archery game I played. You mean so they're deliberately trying to stay under where the arrow was falling, and he caught it in the neck, in the side of the neck, and it cut off the blood supply to his brain, put him in a coma.
Oh shit.
That's messed up. They could have at least used a jart like normal people.
Yeah, Frosted Glass has got it right. As long as they only ban the fully semi-automatic assault darts, we're fine.
Yeah.
I'm just trying to locate a copy of Jingle Bell.
I have a copy of Jingle Bell. Do you want me to send you it?
You're going to mail me a hard copy of Jingle Bell? I would appreciate that, Inquisitor.
Yes.
By the way, I sent you a DM earlier today, Polly. You didn't respond.
A DM where?
On Discord.
I was asleep.
Speaking of mailing people things, well, you've been up for a while now.
Oh, that DM. I remember that. The one with the lewd pics. Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I was flushed and Twitter paid it. I didn't know how to respond.
Uh-huh.
I want to point out something that makes me happy right now. Next year, Sam Jackson is returning in a new movie that's a sequel to Shaft.
But the first Shaft movie he was in was dumb. I mean,
Shut your mouth.
I'm talking about Shaft though.
I can dig it.
No, I mean it wasn't dumb exactly. It was just
goofy.
It's time to remake a Hollywood movie. Yeah, of course.
Yeah, but it was at least like a better effort than most of the current remakes because they didn't make it so politically correct. Because he has the greatest line in there. It is my duty to please that booty. You can't tell me that's not an awesome line.
Well,
it's a great line coming from Samuel L. Jackson, I guess.
Ouch.
What?
Ouch. I don't know.
I'm tired of these motherfucking snakes on this motherfucking plane.
Yes, that was a great movie.
You know, the idea of constructing an entire movie around one line that one character says, though, I don't know.
Well, to my knowledge, it was an internet meme that was made into a movie.
Snakes they sent him the script, and he was like, "Oh man, just by the name."
Well,
when they got funded.
Yeah, well, no, I could have sworn that it was an internet meme. That here, let me read. Hold on.
Well, we're gonna learn something today, kids, and it's about snakes on a plane.
I don't care about the plot of Snakes on a Plane.
No, I say he said that, and you guys just got quiet.
Hold on, it's because I'm looking for something. Hold on.
So since they're just gonna hear
what is Rudolph the Five-Legged Reindeer? That's a creepy looking reindeer.
It's probably a penis. But what were you saying, Cam?
I'm saying since you guys are gonna sit here and bullshit and not talk about anything, then I'll just carry on the stream until you guys decide to find something to talk about. Hi, chat. How is everyone today?
Wait, what do you mean? This is the stream.
This is as organized as it gets.
Searching for things online, talking shit. We're hanging out with other people that don't have wives or family that are currently awake. You know.
Okay, I'll accept that response. None of my family is currently awake.
Well, that's weird. There isn't Jingle Bell isn't listed on perfectly legitimate purchasing sites.
New Line Cinema changed the movie's title to Pacific Air 121 with the official explanation that the studio didn't want to give too much away about the movie. Jackson disagreed with that logic. Quote, I was like, are you out of your fucking minds? That's exactly what you want to do.
Right? He's not wrong.
What's the name of the movie where he gets taken out by the shark out of nowhere?
Deep Blue Sea.
Deep Blue Sea. Now, see, there's an example. It should have been called Black Guy Dies Because Shark Kills Him Unexpectedly. Like, you know, because that's the whole reason everybody talks about that film. Because that was an awesome moment. It was really unexpected and early on in the film. And he was a major character. And
that movie was actually kind of fun. Arkansas Women's Prison Massacre. That was pretty fun too. There's a lot of good shark movies out there.
Wait a minute. How did the sharks get into the women's prison?
No, they did. They were out on work furlough.
Okay.
And the sharks came in through the swamp and started attacking the ladies.
Who are on work detail in a swamp?
Yes. It's just for women in prison movie with sharks. It doesn't have to make sense. You're reading way too much into this.
I demand story in my exploitation films.
Yeah. There wasn't. I don't think there was any nudity in that one.
Okay, so here's what it is.
But it was fun.
I want these motherfucking snakes off the motherfucking plane was written by someone online and said, I want Samuel L. Jackson to say this. And it got enough traction that they actually put that in the movie. That's what it was.
Huh. Now, I've seen 2 prison movies starring Pam Grier, and both of them had stories.
Okay, well, I have a article here that made it interesting.
Okay, is it about prison women movies? Women?
No, I'd keep that to myself for alone time. Thank you. Don't you mock my beautiful Caged Heat 2 Jewel Shepard.
What?
Caged Heat 2, starring Jewel Shepard.
Who's Jewel Shepard?
You may remember her from such beautiful movies as Return of the Living Dead.
No, I don't.
Did you see Return of the Living Dead? No. I am surrounded by communists.
Because only capitalists watch.
I grew up in America where we invented awesome things. Like air conditioning and zombie movies.
Are you fucking kidding me? Have you even seen Black Mama, White Mama, or The Birdcage?
I've seen Black Mama, White Mama, but I don't think I've seen The Birdcage.
Wait, are you talking about the Birdcage movie, one with Robin Williams?
No.
Nathan Lane, I saw that one.
Wow, there's this. I might want to get a copy of this Caged Heat here. I'm just kind of looking, and
right. Caged Heat 2 is the best one, though. Any women in prison movie is usually pretty sexy, like Ilsa the Wicked Warden.
Ilsa She-Wolf of the SS.
I watched that, and that was fucking out there, man. I wasn't expecting all the torture scenes.
Oh yeah.
Those are called erotica to people like Scribelight. Thank you. Okay, so I do have an article. I have an article from everyone's favorite news site, the Mary Sue.
Oh God.
It's about your budgeting privilege.
Budgeting?
Budgeting. We're going slightly off topic here, but it does relate to comics because you need money to buy comics, and that means you have to budget. See, tangentially related.
Right. And since you're a white guy, you have budgeting privilege.
Because we're not hit with the pink tax? Is that what's going on?
Oh, just wait. It's gonna get fun real quick because I only read like a paragraph in. This is by Vivian Kane, who I assume is another one of Gail Simone's cats.
Sure.
Okay, the title of the article is, "Oh God, it's another laughably unrealistic millennial quote budget breakdown," end quote, to make us all feel terrible about ourselves. That's the title.
Oh, I thought that was the first line. That's
the title.
So their headline begins with, "Oh my God."
Yes.
Okay.
See, and it's got a picture of Scrooge McDuck swimming in the money pit. And I like Scrooge McDuck. That's why I looked at the article. I didn't even look at the stupid headline. All right.
Okay.
Buckle in, kids. When it comes to editorial trends, we can't wait to...
trends.
Yes, editorial trends. We can't wait to see die. Second, maybe only to unended check-ins with how Trump voters are feeling today is how the millennials should be spending their money articles. That was one sentence with one comma. There's supposed to be another comma. Just say.
That's intense.
It's a terrible sentence.
It should have been like 2 or 3 sentences, but that's okay.
Yeah. It feels like every week or so we get a new, by the age of 30, you should have saved blank piece, usually written by someone far outside the millennial age range, and bashing their reasons, and basing their reasoning on standards that just don't exist anymore. That's what got me. Yes, people outside of your age range are going to tell you how to save your money because they've done it, and they're old and probably rich, or have more money than you. I don't want advice on my finances from a 15-year-old or a 25-year-old. I want it from some crusty old dude that's got piles of money laying around, because he probably knows more than me. And if he doesn't, well, I'll check with others.
What by the way is Pinkie Pie?
Oh, Monkey just told them all to come over and say that Pinkie Pie was your favorite pony.
Is that a My Little Pony pony?
Yep.
Yes.
Yeah, well, his wife outed him as a brony, so.
Oh, really? That's rough.
Yeah, I think she was joking, but you can run with that how you see fit.
Wait, Monkey's wife outed Monkey as a brony?
She was messing with his account. Said something about My Little Ponies.
I remember that.
Yeah.
And somehow he subsequently actually got into My Little Pony and decided Pinkie Pony was his favorite.
No, I was just referencing that tweet that she did.
Oh, okay.
So you can throw it back at him pretty easily.
That's not. Oh yeah. Let's send our storm of fucking stream
Brony War, Ranting Monkey versus.
That's your favorite one right there, Polly.
What?
That's what they're saying. Pinkie Pie right here.
Oh, let's see Pinkie Pie. She looks like all the others. What is that? What's on her ass? Like, I realize they all have a symbol on their butt.
Balloons.
What's that supposed to? Balloons. Okay. Pinkie Pie.
That's Pinkie Pie.
It's
Sponka.
rather vaginal of a name.
Well,
Why does she look like she's wrapped in bubble wrap? I don't understand.
Yeah.
No. This is how we get into weird things on the internet.
Yep.
You know
Yeah.
what?
That was vacuum packed.
I'm done.
Monkey sends his love. Yeah. I feel the warmth.
Thank you, chat, for letting me know which one that Polly likes the best. I will keep that in mind later.
No, I remember we were joking in Discord a while back about the names are so stupid, and I came up with a few, and they were like, "No, and Pop Tart was there, and she's like, "No, that's a real one." It was something like Sprinkle Star Dancer or something, and she was like, "No, that's a real one." I was like, I was just trying to make up the stupidest thing I could.
That's a little revealing about your broniness.
Sprinkle Star Dancer.
That's yeah. I don't even want to try and make up My Little Pony names. It'll all be really disturbing. Okay, let me continue here. The only good thing about any of these articles is watching people dunk on them as hard as possible. Today's example, this entry in CNBC's ongoing Millennial Money series of budget breakdowns from people who are, quote, excellent with money. You work for the Mary Sue. And they have a little graph. Damn it. Buttons.
Just as a quick side note, are you going to respond to James Colley and all these compliments he's giving you, Eve? Because you kind of seem to be ignoring the guy.
I'm sorry. I was looking at the other chat.
You're hanging out in the monkey chat. This is the deepest wound.
I'm trying to head you. I'm trying to head off the Pinkie Pie raids and things like that, so you know they're coming. But
so this is
talking about lawn darts. So
we haven't talked about lawn darts in like 15 minutes. Where have you been?
You tuned out like most people.
Yeah. All right, go ahead, Jack.
Look at this breakdown: health insurance, groceries, donations, rent, internet, dining out, utilities, transportation, cell phone, house cleaner, internet, whatever. Pretty standard breakdown for a 25-year-old who makes $100,000 a year and is excellent with money. That's the tweet that was sent out.
Wait.
Okay. 25-year-old making $100,000 a year. You don't buy that?
Well, I mean, if you were
who does $615 in donations?
Well, tax write-off. If you're making that kind of income, that's going to be your deductions. You're going to want to give. If
you're making $100,000 a year, this is monthly spent on. Hold on.
Yeah. I think by donations it means coke and hookers, but
who the fuck's cell phone bill is only $40 a month?
Mine's only 45.
Who the fuck's internet is only $20 a month?
Bums at the library.
Okay, you get what I'm saying here.
Yeah, well, it depends on how much you use these things, I think. But plus, if you have $100 grand, I'm sure you're getting some cool free stuff. Like, anyway, this is what was put up. So
I can break that down and tell you how inaccurate that is, but okay.
Yeah, but the groceries, who spends $400 on their groceries? So look, that's the graph that CNBC put up. CNBC is not the greatest channel in the world, but looking at that graph, you might wonder how a person could possibly get internet for $20 and a house cleaner for $30. Well, part of being, quote, excellent with money apparently involves living with 4 roommates. If you live in New York, you do. I like my rent to be at a number where it doesn't actually matter to me each month, says Trevor Klee. This 25-year-old financial wizard says. That's not how you word that sentence. Which, I mean, same, but it's not exactly a useful piece of advice for most of us. Other fun, highly relatable things about Trevor: he gives away in charitable donations nearly twice as much as he spends in rent. He's on his family's phone plan, and most notably, despite graduating from Princeton, he has, based on this graph, no student loans or apparently any debt at all. Y'all really need to stop pulling your figures from trust fund kids who had their tuition paid for and are currently working their way more than average the national wage. Krista here says, show me a 25-year-old who makes like $100K, doesn't have student loans, and pays $825 in rent, and I'll show you my unicorn farm.
Right.
I do want to see a unicorn farm. And thesaurus.com said, synonyms are how didn't spend my whole check on unicorn pajamas for my cat can become I'm excellent with money. It's nice to know thesaurus.com is getting in on this. Rob Trench said, cool. Now make one for the average 25-year-old who makes less than a third of this. Yeah, I'll give you that one. Things got even more ridiculous, though, when writer Miles Klee made this announcement. Lol, this is about my cousin. And proceeded to spit all sorts of familial tea. Currently reading parts of this aloud to my mom, and we're howling. Okay, that's weird. Got to the part where he said, tutoring was a chance to do teaching for serious, and my mom, an actual teacher, has pulled up the story on her laptop so she can hate read for herself. To me, the funniest is where he says he doesn't mind living with roommates. Last time we saw him, he complimented them about a lot. These kind of articles are laughable, but they also perpetuate a damaging idea of wealth responsibility. Like so many other budget breakdown series we've seen, it posts immense privilege as a natural part of what it means to be, quote, excellent with money, end quote. Enforcing our skewed perception that treats a lack of such privilege as irresponsibility. I 100%, 10% don't blame this kid. God, good for him. I blame media outlets who frame this as a norm or as if it's easily achievable for most.
I would agree with that statement because they take this very, like, who is making $100 grand a year at 25?
Yeah. My problem isn't that it's unrealistic. It's that they're saying that it promotes a damaging idea of wealth responsibility.
Okay, yeah, I agree with you there.
I should be responsible with my money. Screw that. Psh, I'm going to just blow all my money.
So, being curious as to who Vivian Kane was, because it's always fun to find out who these people are, right?
Oh no!
I went and looked at her Twitter. I love this. It's a picture of a woman, a teacher here, and it says the teacher. There's a whole line of kids coming into her class, right? And every kid, she says, "Which one do you want?" And she offers them. We can do a little dance together. I can give you a hug or a high five. Which one do you want? She says to each kid. And like most of the boys, like high five, and then they go in. And Qasim Rashid Esquire at Muslim IQ says, the cuteness of this notwithstanding, the teacher is brilliant. She's simultaneously teaching her kids about bodily autonomy, consent, and the love of each other. And Vivian Kane retweeted this. I was just scrolling down. There's so many fucking cat pictures. There's
those are selfies. What are you talking about? She's one of Gail Simone's pets.
And her avatar is a fucking cat, Vivian Kane's.
Yeah. Well, I found a Princess Weeks article we haven't discussed yet as well.
And just so you know, she's not just any writer at the Mary Sue. She's the politics editor at the Mary Sue. So there.
So she's the general editor. Not all I write about.
How much did you say that was the typical monthly expenditures for a person making $100,000 a year?
I don't know. I clicked off the article.
I don't understand how they think. I don't get that. If a person is making $100,000 a year, why are they only spending 33 grand of it? Because I started looking at those numbers and I'm like, that's about how much I paid in rent.
Well, it's part of an article,
Yeah,
from CNBC. So I'm assuming that you're supposed to be saving the rest.
You're supposed to be saving more than 2/3 of your income.
Well, he's mooching off his parents' cell phone plan and living with roommates. That's a great way to save a bunch of money.
It is.
You can go buy a big old house and ruin your life that later on.
But the idea that that's somehow an example of the average millennial is frustratingly annoying.
Oh yeah. Well, I mean, it's just reckless because the average millennial doesn't make 100 grand, but this is specifically a breakdown for 25-year-old who makes 100 grand and is excellent with money. I mean, yeah, the guy's obviously pretty good with money if he's saving 2/3 of his money, but
if you're saving 2/3 of your money and you're making 100 grand and you're pulling off all these various tax write-offs and such, so you're minimizing the tax impact that it's having on you and etc. How would buying a house ruin your life? That's the part I don't get.
Oh, well, then you're fixed to that, and you're gonna have to pay property taxes, and then you're gonna end up getting married, and next thing you know, you get a bunch of freeloaders living with you. What are they called? Children.
And now we get into how black-pilled Jack is on family and women.
Then your partner leaves you, takes all your stuff, all your money, gets the house, gets the kids, and then you're living alone in some little shanty apartment with like 2 or 3 other middle-aged dudes that are equally sad and lonely and pathetic and out of shape and fat and bald. And then you're paying alimony and child support. Then the depression kicks in, and then the cops take your guns away because they're afraid you're going to hurt yourself, and it all just kind of spirals.
No, the cops took your guns away because your mean-spirited ex-wife reported you as violent when you've never done anything violent in your life.
Yeah, see, Zombie Teddy, Jack's dropping truth bombs. So, yep, sorry, but I did find a much more interesting article.
Or you could marry a Catholic girl that's theologically disposed to thinking that divorce is a bad thing, and then only have one child.
Catholics, really? They don't even believe in contraception. What are you talking about?
Well,
and if I want a Catholic, I'm going to the Philippines to get a sexy one.
No.
That sounded almost personal, Polly.
Well, let me what?
On only one wallet leech.
Well, I don't have any wallet leeches.
Mm-hmm.
They're called porters because they carry her baggage.
So, Eve, you're the person who's like moonlighting and two-timing this stream. What's up with the Ben thing? Why is Ben?
I don't know. I got yelled at for doing that, so I muted it.
For two-timing.
Let me tell you about this article about Iceman.
Oh, I've read this one. Yeah, by all means.
Oh, you've read it? Oh, well, take some fun out of it then. We didn't discuss it, so I wasn't sure if you'd seen this. Oh,
I got a question for you. Why is it that you guys think that being MGTOW, it isn't a big MGTOW thing to have a vasectomy?
I get no vasectomy. I don't know what you're talking about.
I'm not. Well, I never
not
said you were.
MGTOW.
I didn't say you were a MGTOW. What? Why are you thinking I was aiming this at you?
I don't know. You said you guys. That's me and Quiz. So
No, you guys is
They fell
non-gendered.
asleep.
You can keep your sexism to yourself. It was meant to all people.
Is Quiz in a monkey stream? Is he?
Did Quiz fall asleep, or is he like cheating on us?
Inquisitor. I have no idea. He's not even muted, so I don't know.
Yeah, he probably just muted his headphones. Just muted the tab that he's open. He's hanging out over in Monkey's stream. Bastard. Hold on.
Oh, he's not over there.
Isn't Ben Bear's kid?
Who?
I read
What?
Bear is over there on the stream. I thought Ben was the name of his son.
No.
Oh, okay.
No, it's not. Alfie. Is his
Alfie.
son.
Okay, never mind. I don't know what the fuck it is then.
But he's a big fan of yours, Polly. So
I've heard Alfie yell out my name. It was awesome and adorable.
Oh, I meant Ben because it says right there he's a big fan of yours, Polly.
Yeah, I can tell that whoever this Ben is, this person really likes me. Ben's probably gay if it's Monkey sending people to say hello over it.
Fans are fans. I don't know about you, but I am sexy. So
yeah, I know. I get to hear about it in my DMs from your fans all the time.
Yeah, like he has the voice of an angel. Usually I'm writing those, but that's neither here nor there. So what's this about? I'm not going to read this whole article if you've already read it. What's this about? Iceman was almost put back in the closet by Marvel.
What's going on there?
Yeah.
Well, part of the ideas they're doing, it's a time travel thing. That if they send everybody back in time, that it's going to wipe out all of the evolution that as an individual that gay Iceman has gone through to become gay. And so he was almost put back in the closet. He never was. The idea was we'll lose everything that we've learned. And Iceman's like, but I've developed Bobby Drake because like I've learned so much as a person. I don't want to lose that. And it did make a difference because Jean Grey implanted everything that had happened to everybody, all of their experiences and memories over the past few years, implanted it so deep in their subconscious that they wouldn't lose it even with a time shift. And so the article is kind of clickbait. Like they were all concerned about that. Bobby Drake was one of them because of his evolution as a gay person. But that kind of runs contrary to the whole thing. It's like if he was truly born gay and just didn't decide to be gay, he was born gay, then he would be gay again. Like, because that's simply what he is. That's who he is.
He would be repressed though, Polly.
Well, he would go. Yeah, I guess the idea is he went back in the closet. I guess it says it right in the headline. But
why do they have to make this all so fucking complicated?
It's who, Marvel or Mary Sue?
I blame either one. I blame Cena Grace for this because he's such a terrible writer.
And quiet again.
I'm trolling Monkey stream right now.
So you reading any comics right now, KS?
Lately, no, but not from lack of trying.
What meaning you're trying not to read comics?
No, I'm trying to read comics, but I have no time. Monkey's gay projection is so strong; it's projected all the way over to my stream. You know what you should do? You should harness the chat that he has sent over here to harass you. Convince them to love you, and then send them back to Monkey to say horrible things to him. He doesn't understand.
I don't have that much time. I can woo women quite quickly, but not
I know
random stream people on the internet, unfortunately. I'm just not that good, damn it.
You are.
Wooing is defined as, does this rag smell like ether, right?
Yeah, see, you know, there's IRL options that are not available online, unfortunately. One of them, of course, being ether.
Wow, this went dark.
Yes, it did. I've been trying to bring it back to comics, but Apparently, we're just gonna land in the black-pilled area of my life.
So, no. I'm not trying to be black-pilled. I just heard a snore. Oh my god.
He did fall asleep.
Inquisitor. Oh my god.
What?
What? We just heard you snoring.
I was not. Horrible lies. You're besmirching my name.
Hold on. Get this. This is an article from Princess Weeks. Now that DC and Marvel movies are both doing well, can the fan wars stop? Please? Were there fan wars between the DCEU and Marvel? There weren't. Come on. Wars? Yeah, exactly. Where?
There were 4 or 5 Shamus fighting outside of Aquaman, duking it out, going, "He's the king of the sea." And then there's a bunch of Marvelites bellies hanging out from under their shirts, like, "No, Namor is." And they were just like trying to slap fight each other. Yeah, totes happens every day.
Who actually?
See, you confused poor Quiz. You woke him up to this bullshit and shenanigans, and it's just not okay.
Are they? Do people actually want a Namor movie?
I do. Well, okay. The Atlantis stuff going on in Marvel is a hell of a lot more developed than the living under the sea things that are randomly created for Aquaman from time to time.
I don't know. I think I'm going to disagree with that because I at least know the story of Aquaman.
Yeah, Atlan founded Atlantis. He was the first king of Atlantis, but there was also Arion, who was the king of Atlantis before it was Atlantis. And then when he died, his tomb was relocated to Skartaris in the Hollow Earth, which is actually where they were in Aquaman. They said it was the land in the Lost Sea. That was actually Skartaris. I don't know why they didn't name it that.
Look, Jack. You need to stop. I can only get so erect.
Jesus. I think it would be a bit.
I think it's a bit cliche for people to get all Aquaman's lame because I don't know, man.
I don't know. I saw the movie yesterday. It was pretty good.
Yeah, everybody keeps saying that.
Namor is infinitely more lame than Aquaman. Just saying.
Didn't you go see it today, Polly?
How do you figure that? I was supposed to, but it didn't work out.
Wings on his feet.
What?
He has wings on his feet. It's stupid.
Okay.
He has little wings. Not even like they're like smaller than the ones on the side of Captain America's helmet.
It was a concerted, concentrated, focused effort on DC's part that everyone's making fun of Aquaman. Like you said, it's a bit of a trope. Mm-hmm. Right? Made fun of it. It was even jokes on Family Guy, etc. He's the stupidest character ever. So you've got Flashpoint Paradox, where they make him like, Diana versus Aquaman, and then the battle of the blah blah, like, is super powerful. They redesign his character as a big badass. They get someone to play him in the movie, and it's Jason Momoa, this big, huge, muscly guy with long hair. They're going so incredibly out of their way to redesign Aquaman. Like, he has barely any relation to the goofy guy in the orange shirt and green pants from the cartoon on purpose.
He's been that way for more than 20 years. You have to go back to the Peter David run in the 90s where he lost his hand and they had a hook.
Yeah.
And they actually did a lot of development with him back then. That's more what the movie is based off of. He's got a little bit more of the Jason Momoa, Broheim attitude, but it's a lot more like that. It's more King Arthur underwater. And they've been doing that for a long time.
No. See, Johnny Hellcat's like, it's Momoa, not Mimosa. He's banging my childhood crush. I'll call him whatever I want. Fuck him.
Remember, man, this is stream lore. Like, he calls Jason Mimosa like I say Spider-Man.
And you said Aquaman the other day.
Chest feed. Oh God, no, we're not talking about that.
Irate Bear is in here saying chest feed.
You want? Oh, hi, Bear.
Chest feed. I'm afraid to ask
What
where
Eve
that
going around?
That sounds like male breastfeeding. Is that what it is?
That's what it is.
Yes, it is.
See, we're over here talking about comic books.
Cheese feed.
Monkeys scanning the weird parts of 4chan to find odd stories about males breastfeeding. My God.
Yeah, he doesn't have to go to 4chan. He just has to go to Twitter.
Right?
Yeah.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
Shit.
Weirdos.
Yeah, I thought the Aquaman movie was actually pretty fun. It's not the greatest movie, but it was definitely kind of in that Marvel vein, and pacing was good. Special effects were good. Yeah, there's a lot of special effects, but you have to have that for a movie that takes place underwater. So
Yeah.
you know, it's not a bunch of guys. You could not have made this movie 15 years ago because there'd been wire everywhere, and it would have looked really, really fake. And Willem Dafoe and Dolph Lundgren both did good jobs.
Who is Willem Dafoe and Dolph Lundgren?
Willem Dafoe is Volskar, the guy that trained Aquaman to fight.
Mm-hmm.
And Dolph Lundgren plays one of the kings of the kingdoms, one of the other kingdoms, because there's 7 different kingdoms of Atlantis.
Mm-hmm.
And he's one of the other kings. He's Mura's father.
Oh, wow. Okay, cool.
And they'd worked in a lot of fan favorites. What Quiz asked about the other day, the outfit looked pretty cool. Like, it actually looked like armor, so it didn't look as dippy as I expected it to look. I thought it looked pretty cool on the screen. So
yeah, and they actually made his suit actually look like the Aquaman suit, like it's orange and green and stuff. Yeah,
that's what I'm saying. They had pulled that off. I was shocked. I was like, that actually looks pretty cool.
Yeah,
and there was some fun scenes in there. I thought it was fun.
Zelthor is like, best movie I've seen this year, meaning Aquaman. Excluding Infinity War, that wasn't a movie. It was an experience. Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, but I mean, for a Christmas time movie, that was hands down one of the better movies I've seen in the past 6 months.
Bear says, Polly. Good morning, Polly. Merry Christmas Eve, Polly.
Well, I sense that the capitalization of my name is supposed to mean something. It's supposed to indicate something, possibly. I don't know.
Maybe shouting.
Polly!
Yeah.
But yeah, if you haven't seen Aquaman, I recommend it. I thought it was fun.
Yeah, I do want to see it. So
yeah, I'll be watching it. I don't know if I'll be able to watch it before I leave town, but yeah, I'm gonna definitely see it.
Aquaman gets a bad rap, but he's way better than Namor. Just saying.
Yeah, I mean, he's got super strength. He's bulletproof. He can talk to
bulletproof.
Fish. Yeah, in order to survive the depths of the ocean, you have to have really dense skin.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Yeah. And so the pressure of being all the way down.
So when he comes up here, it's just like Trigonopoulos is nothing.
Yeah, he's like, whatever.
I mean, it makes somewhat sense, I suppose. I mean, I don't know if it would necessarily be bulletproof, but he'd get pretty darn close.
See, Johnny Hellcat says Lisa Bonet's reported behaviors from the Cosby Show makes sense now. Let me tell you something.
Yeah, that's called drugs.
It's because she didn't have a proper man in her life. See, there's some women out there, and they're cool, they're smart, they're creative, but they need a man in their life. And
wow, if you look close, you can see Chaos's eye roll.
No, I just kind of went, oh boy, you want to talk about demonetized.
Yeah.
What? Need a man in their life? There's lots of guys who need a woman in their life. It's true. What?
I don't do long nails, and this is weird. This is weird for me.
Is that why you're working on your nails for so long? Because you don't do them? You're trying to get them right? What?
They look cute.
Oh, yeah.
Those are shiny.
Black and green, yeah. I don't really do long nails, so that's just weird handling things with them.
Or you're going to have to be one of those people that, like, you need a stylist for your phone now.
Yeah, you should get, like, the really long nails, like the 3-inch ones with talons.
No, I should be good. They're not super long. Oh, wait. No, I am having trouble pressing the buttons.
Bye,
I see why it's so hard for you to do stuff. You always got a dog or two in your lap.
Oh, yeah, they're up and down. They'll hop up here and just lay here, and then they'll get tired, and then they'll run away.
No, Asian hippie, Aquaman doesn't chest feed because he's hatched.
Woof.
Aquaman was hatched?
No, I just made that up.
No.
That's awesome, though.
You convinced me.
Like,
you got to work on your
hatched?
sarcasm
What?
voice.
Okay, you hatched.
I saw the
all
Grinch.
the Quaaludes.
Frosted Glass, and I saw the Grinch instead. It looked less cartoony. Now, do you mean the original Chuck Jones masterpiece, or do you mean the live action acid fest?
It's not live action. It's just 3D animated.
What?
The new Grinch movie. No, there's
no.
new
Oh, the new Grinch. You mean?
Yeah.
No, I meant the other one, the Jim Carrey one.
No, the new Grinch movie is out, isn't it?
It very well might be. I thought Frosted Glass was referring to the Jim Carrey acid nightmare.
Oh no.
I'll be right back.
You meant the new Cumberbatch one. God, fucking Benedict Cabbage Patch plays the Grinch in that?
Benedict Cumberbatch? I don't know. Let's see.
What are we talking about now?
The new Grinch movie.
His face looks like an alien, and it makes all the women orgasm.
Who? The Grinch?
No, Benedict Cumberbatch.
Oh.
Might need to go.
Oh yeah, he is the Grinch.
Well, this is an animated version though, so
yeah.
The new Grinch is better than the Jim Carrey one. I could easily believe that.
Well, yeah.
Easily believe it.
There's also apparently a one of the Who's down in Whoville wants to fuck him.
Oh yeah, well that was in the one with Jim Carrey as well. The chick was just trying to climb him like a tree. You remember her?
Mm-hmm.
And I was just like, damn, get you some, boy. Like, she don't care what the rest of the motherfuckers think. She wants to fuck you.
She wants to Fahu his forest.
Yeah.
You guys are terrible. Yeah, you have to make everything sexual, everything childlike and full of wonderment.
Sorry.
You were born that way?
Mm-hmm.
To make childhood things sexual? That's an odd claim.
Fuck you.
You perform this way.
Oh shit! I wanted to close it off. I just wanted to do a 1 hour stream.
Well, now we can all go over to
Marmaduke Bandersnatch.
Let's all go over to Monkey Stream and rate it and talk about ruining childhood dreams and shit.
Yeah, it's Monkey will enjoy that. He gets off on ruining childhood wonderment.
Well, apparently, he really likes piss eggs too. I'm just saying.
I have noticed his fixation on the topics that I intend to bring up and move on from, and then he just gets stuck on them. It's a little weird, man. We had some good laughs over Chinese piss eggs, and he turned it into something serious. It was weird. I feel bad signing off that Jack has said, I'll be right back, because that's he's going to come back and no one will be here, and that's mean.
Just wait a minute.
Yeah, I will. Zombie Teddy's like 123 people watching Monkey Stream, 12 people watching ours. Okay. And Monkey streams, used to stream 7 days a week for well over a year. We stream once a week.
Monkey also has like what, 27,000 subscribers compared to your 360. I mean,
yep. Pound for pound, who's winning? We are.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like, do we want to do the math and like figure out how much more of a percentage you have?
That's a good question.
Trying to troll both chats is not easy with just one phone.
Yeah, it is getting later and later as time goes on the East Coast. It's 4:30 in the morning. I'm surprised we have anybody watching, which is it's awesome. I mean, all jokes aside, one of the it's too bad Jack's not here for this, because I'm sure he would agree. Yeah, Monkey has a great audience. There's no question. He'll start streaming at 3 o'clock in the morning and he'll easily pull in double-digit numbers. I, for the life of me, never thought that a comic book stream would, from Jack, Quiz, and myself, which is just a replication of what we talk like when we're not on stream. Believe it or not, our comic book streams are not that different from what we sound like when we're not broadcasting. And we questioned whether or not it would even be successful to have over 360 subs and having, like, what is it? We'll get like somewhere between 20 and 30 people listening live, and it'll probably top out at 150 people, like after the fact, 150 views after the fact for each stream. That's more than we ever thought we would get. And that's fantastic that many people are willing to show up and listen. So we're pleased beyond belief. There's no, I'm not battling for views, because the views are more successful than I ever thought they would be. You know what I mean?
Well,
like, it's
when you do things like have me on, it helps. But I mean,
well, I know. Why do you think we bring you on? Like, we want to maintain the audience we were lucky enough to get.
But no, in all seriousness, you guys are very entertaining. You really are. And
well, we try.
The chemistry that the three of you have together works really well. And so it's not just about comics; it's about the banter between the three of you. That's one of the reasons I watch, is because I like all three of you as people. I consider all three of you friends, but more than that, you know, it's just, you're so entertaining to just listen to.
Oh,
so
well, I mean, we had. I've said this to Chris and Jack a bunch of times. The reason that I'm doing the streams is because I enjoy dancing in and around comics, like not specifically about them, like laser focused, but in and around them. I enjoy the conversations. I get a good laugh. If you go back and listen to some of the streams, so much of it is just us laughing at what each other is saying. And that's why I'm showing up and want to do it every week. If it wasn't entertaining for me, I wouldn't keep doing it. I don't think you guys would either. And my biggest hope is that it translates over to the audience, and it must to some effect. And that's what makes the people who do show up and listen so awesome. We're thankful for the viewers that we do have. Well, I don't consider it a small amount. I consider it a huge amount of viewers. So
yeah, right. Like, I hit 100 subs just a couple days ago, and I was just going, "What made 100 people think that I was worth listening to?"
I still only have 73.
You don't put out any videos.
Hardly anything on your
Shut up.
Oh, well, that's another thing. Streaming only once a week. And we still get the views that we do. Fuck, our audience is awesome, man, to show up every week for that. Like, every 7 days, like, to be a success on YouTube, you've got to do daily content. There's people that stream every single day, quality stuff all over the place, just related to comic books, and people are still willing to show up and listen. Fuck, our audience is great. I mean,
and sexy.
Yes, they are. They are a sexy bunch.
Audience on the internet.
Since everybody else is doing it every day of the week, yours just like, thank God I only have to be here once a week, because I can.
Yeah.
Is that it?
No. I feel bad sometimes. Like, if I'm really into watching a stream or something like that, and you know, I try to get dedicated to it. It's kind of a chore if they stream every single day.
Yeah,
I'm like, oh man, I really want to, but at the same time, it's like, no, I don't.
I mean, even with like Lords of the Night, which is where a lot of us started out and became friends and stuff.
Yeah.
I used to listen to it every single night, like religiously, but there became a point where my life just got too busy or things like that. And then, you know, I started going back and listening to archive streams of it. And then eventually just got to a point where I couldn't keep up. I wanted to, but you just got so much else going on in your life. You just don't have time for all the stream content.
Yeah.
I mean, there's some people I know that are in a little bit of a struggle to stream every day, but they feel obligated to because they've set a time. You know what I mean? And you hear them. It's not that they're, how can I say this? There's just not topics every day, and they end up going on. Ouch! Frosted glass. That's cold, man. Hashtag daily comic curation. No, let's not start that as yeah. It's
I'm small doses entertaining. Every day you guys will all hate me.
Ironically speaking, you're the one that puts out daily content, Jack.
Yeah, I have 3-minute comic review videos. I don't sit there and crack jokes and talk about how fat Gail Simone is every day.
Yeah, I've got
it funny.
I've got the raw audio recorded for my first under 5-minute comic review that I'm going to be putting up on this channel, and Quiz is going to be doing them too. Basically, we're ripping off Jack's style. You know how it is.
Yeah, yeah.
And so, I mean, that'll be something, but I'm not going to subject you guys to it. To us daily, fuck, I'm not that cruel.
My God, it's bad enough you're culturally appropriating my content.
I know, but
speaking of that, did you guys see that Humble Bundle deal going on for video editing?
The
No.
Vegas 15, yeah.
Yeah, I bought that the other day, and I have to tell you,
I had the one last year with the Vegas 14 edit.
Oh yeah?
Yeah.
Did you like it?
I've not used it, but I got it just because I was like, oh, this is a really good deal.
Yeah,
You know,
it was
Vegas
fantastic.
is the greatest program, but if that price when it's normally like $300 or $400, I was like, yeah, fuck yeah, I'll do it.
Yeah, the only Christmas present I bought this year was I bought a copy of that for a relative of mine that I actually like and that actually puts up with me. But I highly recommend it if you're going to do any video editing. I tried to use it today and I was like, I'm so far out of my element. I was like, yeah, I'm old. I don't know what I'm doing.
Yeah, Polly, pay $25, you get Vegas Pro 15.
Really?
Yeah.
I sent the link to you before.
Yeah, I remember that, but I mean, I'm still running what? It's 13 or 14 that I'm running. And that seems fine for me. I would have to look at the differences between them.
Well, there's other programs in there too. There's like Music Maker, SoundForge.
Oh, nice.
And some other crap.
Producer Planet, Fast Cut Plus Edition.
Yeah, I've been making videos. I've made over 1,000 videos on Windows Movie Maker. It's probably time to step up my game a little. So, because like my unboxing channel's got 700 videos, my comic book channel has over 550 filmed and recorded now. So it's well, no, I'm up to what, almost 600 on there.
And
that's it.
And now you feel the need to step up your game?
Yeah, because that was just in the past like year.
God, you're prolific, like beyond belief.
I have an incredible amount of free time. Unemployment is fantastic, let me tell you.
And lack of wallet leeches.
Yeah. Well, that's the only way you can be unemployed and still have money. I don't have any porters to carry all my baggage in.
They're not children, they're porters.
Yeah, that's how they carry baggage. Yeah, I've got 605 videos recorded for bad reviews, for bad comic reviews. So some of them are scheduled out through into the new year. But I'm figuring I should probably, since I saw this amazing deal, work on getting some better visuals and content like that. It'll mostly be the same because I don't know what I'm doing. But I thought I'd pass the deal along because it's still good for like another day and a half if anyone that wanted it, or if one of you guys did.
I use Adobe CS6 with Premiere, so.
Oh, nice.
I have a copy of Premiere, but I got used to Vegas, and not for long. It's not like I've been using it for years and refused to move on. It's just, fuck, Vegas was enough of an uphill battle, and I know how to accomplish things in it, and I don't know.
Yeah, I haven't used Vegas since it was the first version of Vegas. So this is going to be a bit of a learning curve, but I didn't want to pay for a subscription because I love Adobe, but my Photoshop was like, I think it was the last one before they went to a subscription model, and I still use it. Why would I want to pay a monthly charge for it?
And not only that, is every single new version that Adobe puts out, they fuck everything up and they change around the shortcut keys and they change around the fucking layouts and shit. Fuck Adobe.
Yeah.
Well,
they make great products, but fuck you, man.
Yeah, GIMP was always pretty good as an alternative, so I think that's still free.
Somebody ran a GIMP.
Yeah.
That's a terrible name for a piece of software.
Whichever.
That's awful marketing.
Oh, let me go boot up my GIMP.
You're right. Sounds like you're letting a masked person out of a box. It's awful.
Yeah, you gotta go down to the Pulp Fiction basement dungeon.
All right, gentlemen and lady, we're up at 80 minutes here. It's time to close this fucker out.
Yeah.
And as we always do on our special streams, our one-offs, our impromptu, unscheduled streams, there will be no comic book pitches today. Yeah, actually, I'm going to pitch something super quick. Read Jingle Bell. I haven't yet, but you can read it along with me, and then we can all see what we thought.
Oh,
Yeah.
now we have to pitch things too.
Randomly off the top of your head, one name thing. Go.
Shit.
Jack.
If you like,
she's thinking.
If you like horror comics, Empty Man issue 1 was pretty good. I picked up that in issue 2. I haven't read issue 2 yet, but issue 1 was pretty interesting. It's like a version of the Crazies, if you ever saw that movie, where people are seeing this guy called the Empty Man, and when they do, they start getting psychotic urges and going a little unstable and writing on the wall in blood. It was pretty interesting so far.
Oh, wow. That sounds exciting.
Yeah, it's from Boom Studios.
Quiz?
Boom does good stuff. Before Dax Orion went over to hang out with Monkey, I pitched Harley and Ivy beat Betty and Veronica. It's a really fun little series.
Didn't you pitch that already?
I don't think I did.
You pitched it before the stream to us.
Yeah.
I thought you had pitched it as one of our... Anyway, well, maybe
I
not.
don't think I pitched it actually in one of our comic book curations, but
it's available in hardcover now on Amazon for less than $17. So
yes,
he's pitching the collected edition.
He is.
I had a thing here. Where'd it go?
Dax said I'm still considering picking that up. Yeah, you should. It's really, really good. It's a fun comic.
I'm sorry, everything is slower because nails.
You have to relearn typing now.
And
Oh,
say,
dear Jesus.
Just do one of these.
You know, fuck.
Oh my god.
Shit, I'll just go
Yeah.
with my
Spit it out, girl. What you got?
The Darkness. If you've never read any of them, you guys here will probably have seen them or read them.
Is that dude with back tentacles that eat people?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Jackie Estacado on his 21st birthday. He's a hitman for the mob, for the Italian mafia. On his 21st birthday, he gets a gift or a curse called the Darkness, an immortal entity that possesses his body. It's passed down from father to son upon the moment of conception. And it manifests on the 21st birthday. When he is in the darkness, literally like in the dark, he is practically immortal. He's invulnerable. He can create beings out of pure shadow, tentacles, slices people to bits. When he's in direct sunlight, he's basically powerless. So,
isn't that what the Witchblade was created to hunt?
The Witchblade was created as... Well, actually, the Angelus was created to oppose the Darkness. Problem is the Angelus got a big head and thought that the Angelus knew best for everybody and decided to control its host, unlike the Darkness, which is funny because the Darkness just whispers in Jackie's ear and suggests things to him. It never actually takes control of him.
Yeah. There actually is a crossover between the Witchblade and Darkness.
Oh, that was funny because apparently Jackie was in the Witchblade comics before he got the Darkness, and he was just a mobster to her because the chick who's the Witchblade is a cop, and so when she goes to question him again later after he's already got the Darkness, he opens his apartment door, and the Witchblade, sensing the Darkness in him, flips the fuck out. And attacks him. Like it just comes off of her body and starts trying to stab him, and the Darkness reflexes, and their powers are sitting there clashing, and they're looking at each other going, what the fuck is going on?
Yeah. I think I have that comic.
And then they became roommates. A wacky sitcom ensued.
Yeah, you'd think, but no, the Witchblade and the Darkness don't like each other.
I remember those old issues of Darkness had some really cool art too, because that was real early. What, Top Cow?
Top Cow comics.
Yeah,
I'm really big fan of it, especially the way they drew like the female characters.
Yeah. I'm with you on that.
Yeah.
Oh, show.
But even if you like if you're the type who likes how the male characters are drawn, Jackie Estacado is a pretty good looking dude.
All right. I noticed that Rotten Corpse said that it's like past like 6 p.m. where they're at. So it's like, yeah, we got people all over.
Where?
It's not just,
Where
I don't know.
are
I'm
you?
assuming that's in the UK or in Australia. I don't know. Australia would have to be because that's like the other side of the globe at 6:28 p.m. Like he's on like Cook Island or the Christmas Islands or something, maybe. I don't know.
And now they're talking about brown water. I don't. Okay.
What would it be like to have Christmas on Christmas Island?
Probably pretty bad, as I understand that Christmas Island, well, nicely named, is a hellhole.
Oof.
Yeah, or Christmas Cove, which is in New England
water,
somewhere.
is that like Coca-Cola? I don't understand.
Oh, he's in Okinawa.
Oh,
Awesome.
Fine.
Surrounded by beautiful Asian babies.
Not everyone has your proclivities, Jack.
Yes,
and it's almost 2 a.m. in California. Yeah, so we got wow. So we got Rotten Corpses listening all the time from Okinawa. God, that's fascinating. Because it's like you're in like a totally fascinating, interesting place, and you're wasting your time listening to us. God, that's fuck you rock. That's cool. So in any case,
fuck man, I need to get together with you and have you import me some Famicom games from over there. There should be like dirt cheap.
Johnny says you had Jack in Asian.
Yeah. You had me in Japan.
All right, everybody. Quiz has got to get out to sleep before he falls asleep and starts snoring on the stream again. And I have a very, very dry throat, and I need to go get a cold drink. So, I think I can sum up everyone's final thoughts, if I can be so bold as to speak for the group. Have a Merry Christmas, everyone.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
Bah humbug!
Nice.